Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to show you how I will be integrating OpenAI and then in the package use both OpenAI and locally running Ollama for me to configure my chat system to use the models from these service providers. Now, if you go into the documentation of OpenAI, you will see they have literally APIs for everything. So text generation, image generation, everything, right? And the thing is, these APIs and some of the samples which are in Python, right? You can easily make the API calls and get the desired output. But there is a nice package over here by OpenAI PHP, which is primarily by Nuno Maduro. He has a PHP package as well as a Laravel package. The Laravel is a wrapper on top of that PHP package. So this is the Laravel version. Okay, it allows you to have a fluent API to communicate, and this is the base package that we have. So my idea over here is I will use this base package to communicate with OpenAI, and with OpenAI, there is one more ability, which is if you configure your base URI to something else, then you can connect to that. And if those service providers are compliant with OpenAI, then they would perform as if you are interacting with OpenAI. And locally running Llama is compliant, so we can use it accordingly, right? So this is my overall understanding. I will show you what I have been able to do. So right now I am running my application with Llama models. So you will see these are the models that I have on my machine. I have Gemma 3 4 billion, the DeepSeek 8 billion version, Nomic, and all mini LM. If I show you my list over here, Ollama list, you will see these are the same models that I have on my local machine. Now, if I change the service provider to OpenAI, which I will do now. So now if I show you the drop down, you will see all the models from OpenAI is visible. Yes, it's a long one. We can create some smarts over here so that I can select which models I'm interested in. But yeah, this is what it is, right? So I'm easily able to shift, and this is what we will see how I have done. So let's get started. So first of all, in my conversation controller, you will see I have made this change. Initially, my models was a hard-coded array, but now I am calling something called AI bot get models. Now, how have I structured it? I have an interface called AI bot interface. I have three methods over here. I have defined them. So first is the get client. It gives me the OpenAI client. Then I have get models, which is an array, and I have get completions. This I haven't implemented yet. It's a dummy array that I'm returning, but yeah, we will primarily look at these two because that helps me populate this drop down. Okay, so now I have two implementations of this. I have the Llama bot. Now the Llama bot, if you see, has a base URL configuration. Okay, and this is working with, I'll show you. So this is localhost and then 11434. If you go here, you will see Ollama is running, and I have the application as the URL as /v1 because that's how you get to interact with every API. Okay. So now this is the only configuration I have done over here. This returns this OpenAI factory client. Okay. And the get model is basically first I get the client instance, and on the client instance, if I do model list, I get that data. Okay. And then I'm doing a collect because Let me show you the information actually. Hold on. So what I will do over here is maybe do response, a die dump of it. Okay. And if you see, I have the data, and inside my data, I have something like this. Okay. And the OpenAI version is also very similar. I mean, they generally act in as I said, right, in a very similar way. So what I have done is I've done a map. I ran a map and I'm returning the model ID because that's where the name is. Okay. And yeah, this I return as model.toArray. So if I remove this, I get this drop down, right? And similarly, over here, again, this is my OpenAI implementation. So what I have done is, in the OpenAI implementation, the implementation is a little different in the get client thing. I am sending the with API key and the with organization key because these two things are required. So if you see, the Llama model only requires the base URL, nothing else. And in the OpenAI, I need these two. I don't need the URL. And then the code is pretty much the same. So I'm thinking of doing something where I can get these, this code at least in one place because the code is exactly the same. But yeah, you get the point, right? So I have two implementations. And now in my app service provider, what I have done is I'm matching my config. So services.ai provider. Right now, it depends on the environment variable and it defaults to Llama. Okay. So if my environment variable says that it is OpenAI, then my AI bot variable is OpenAI bot class, which is the implementation of AI bot interface over here. We saw this. Or it will default to the Llama model. And that's what I'm binding in my register method. And that's how the controller automatically gets the implementation based on the environment variable configuration that I have. And that's it. This is how we get our list of models from our AI service provider. So yeah, this is the first step on getting the models. I feel that this concept is important for you to understand because we are using one package, which is the OpenAI PHP package, to interact with the AI service provider. We are not using multiple packages. So yes, that's the beauty of every service provider being compliant with the standards. And yeah, we have an interface to at a very high level define how the things are going to work, what the contracts are, and the controller is not even aware. It just calls the desired functions and it gets the data. So that's about it, guys. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. If you like this video and the series so far, do click on the thumbs up button, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.